Joy 99.7 FM.
It's 1 o'clock, time for the Joy Business Report. Coming up this afternoon, wave of movement of executive leadership hits banks as outgoing MD of Absa Bank heads to EcoBank Ghana, while CEO of UMB exits. And manufacturing firms highlight challenging state of industries with sales decline as some consider moving into import and packaging. Also, ahead of government meeting IMF team for Ghana's first review, economist Dr. Patrick Esuming predicts expenditure cut could be an issue on the table. We have these and more coming up shortly. Please stay with us. Thanks so much for choosing us. I am Beverly Broom. To the details now. As government prepares to meet a team of IMF officials set to undertake its first review of the country's performance, economist Dr. Patrick Esuming has reiterated the need to cut expenditure. Even though Mr. Esuming is of the view that government will pass the review test, he argues that cutting expenditure could be an issue that may come up during the meeting.
You see that what we put in the budget was extremely high. So even a little bit of a cut should be able to help. So, and it's passed a slew of all these revenue measures to try and raise more revenue. And we've seen the Bank of Ghana continue tightening the monetary policy. And we understand that the MOU on zero financing has made progress. So overall, it's my expectation that the fund will approve the progress made so far.
That was economist Dr. Patrick Esuming. Now, manufacturing firms are highlighting the challenging state of industries despite claims that the economy is showing signs of recovery. They argue that sales are declining while some are looking at moving into import and packaging. Chief Executive of the Association of Ghana Industries, Seth Chuma Kwabwa, who disclosed this to Joy Business, noted that the situation calls for some intervention.
During the industry summit this week, I had a lot of interaction with some of our members, and I've been visiting a lot of companies lately as well to assess the situation. And generally speaking, the general mood is that industries are struggling, sales are down, they are not meeting targets, and I'm not surprised that the data that was released clearly showed a bit of contraction in the industrial sector. And when you talk to companies producing these items, their sales have dropped compared to the year before and perhaps a couple of years back. So clearly, there's a struggle in the system. And it's
Now to our headline story, there's a wave of movement of some executive leaderships of banks. Joy Business is learning that the outgoing managing director of Absa Ghana, Abena Osei-Poku, is heading to EcoBank Ghana as the new managing director. Similarly, the chief executive of Universal Merchants Bank, UMB, Nana Dwemo-Bena, is exiting the bank after his term of office ends in January 2024. Here's more in this report.
Abena Osei-Poku is expected to take over from Daniel Saki as the MD of EcoBank Ghana. Last week, Absa Bank Ghana issued a statement indicating that its MD will step down by December 18th this year. The statement mentioned that she was leaving the bank to pursue a career opportunity outside of Absa Group. Abena Osei-Poku had more than 14 years working experience within the Absa Group, including 5 years as managing director of Absa Bank Ghana. Meanwhile, Joy Business sources at UMB indicates that astute banker Nana Dwemo-Bena will be leaving the bank as MD when his term ends by January next year. It is unclear why Nana Bene, who had executive leadership roles at Stanbic and Barclays Bank, is leaving the indigenous bank despite serving for only one term. In a related development, the managing director of CalBank, Philip Oredu, is also said to be on his way out of the bank. Again, it is uncertain why the chartered accountant Kumbanka is exiting the listed bank.
That was a Business Desk report. Now, Electrochem Ghana Limited, a subsidiary under the McDan Group of companies, says it is working to be listed on the Ghana Stock Exchange by next year. According to Executive Chairman of McDan Group, Dr. Daniel Macaulay, the company is poised to support the Ghanaian economy through the creation of jobs across the country. He spoke earlier on the Super Morning Show.
This is Ghanaian. This is for us. We are doing it right here. I don't have foreign partners. I want Ghanaians to own this. How will Ghanaians own this? By next year, we'll be on the stock market. We'll be on the stock market. This is an extractive industry. I want to see the government being part of it through the pension fund. Teachers can own shares. Nurses can own shares. Ordinary people on the streets.
Heard there, Dr. Daniel Macaulay. He's the executive chairman of McDan Groups. Moving on, the Ghana Trade Fair Company has reiterated its commitment to help grow local businesses through exhibition shows. According to Chief Executive Dr. Agnes Edu, although the ongoing reconstruction of the Trade Fair Center has delayed, the company will continue to organize local exhibitions to promote small businesses. She was speaking at the Made in Ghana Fair in Accra to honor the late Dr. Kwame Nkrumah.
The mandate of Trade Fair is trade promotion, trade facilitation. So we move around the country. Even when the site was still operating or in the future, in the new site, it won't be the only venue for exhibitions. We pick venues that make sense and that support what that venue is about. So today is a one-day fair only here. We'll probably come back next year. A couple of years ago, we took the whole trade fair to Tamale. We have plans to take it to Kumasi for grand sales. We move around the country.
We do some more stories now, and the Data Protection Commission has issued another caution to all data controllers who have not registered with the Commission to do so now or be ready to face prosecution as stipulated under Section 56 of the Data Protection Act 843. The Commission began active enforcement last month, conducting spot checks, data protection audits, and arresting companies found culpable of data breaches. This activity, the Executive Director Patricia Eduse-Poku says, has come to stay in order to hold accountable data controllers to ensure full compliance with the law.
So we are continuing next week to effect the mandate that we have in the Ghana jurisdiction by visiting other institutions that continue to default, that are under the radar, or those who have refused to renew their licenses, or those who have been who have come on our radar because there's been a complaint of some sort against them.
Now, the CEO of Black Avenue Group, D Black, known in private life as Desmond Kwesi Blackmore, has described the Ghanaian business environment as a difficult one. Speaking in a yet-to-be-aired episode of Joy Prime's Celeb Biz, hosted by Amele Josu, D Black bemoaned the exchange rate instability as a major cause for concern in business operations.
You know, hospitality businesses now we're taxed 21.9% on the GRA. So if you were making 1,000 cedis, 219 cedis is for the government. You know, they just audited us. You have to make sure your books are proper. It's difficult. The taxes go up every other year. We don't have proper structures in place as musicians to collect royalties. It's difficult. In all the areas that I'm in, you have to be blessed and very hardworking to be.
Now, Celeb Biz is a new show that seeks to explore the entrepreneurial ventures of celebrities in Ghana and beyond. You can watch the full episode of Celeb Biz this Saturday at 5 p.m. on Joy Prime. Now, women in manufacturing sector say their limited knowledge about market opportunities is hindering their abilities to trade across borders, despite the operationalization of the African Continental Free Trade Area. Some women in industry are ignorant about its impact on their trading activities. Today on the Joy Business Journal, Love FM's Mona Lisa Frimpong explores the situation.
In the neighborhood of Odenoho Kwadaso, a community in the heart of Ghana's second commercial hub, Kumasi, Michelle Ayongen Dasa runs a cosmetics factory. She refines and processes shea butter into skin and hair care products. Though she has clients abroad, her plans to increase exports are deterred by high shipping costs.
The major issue with trade within the continent is shipping. It costs more to ship 2 kg to Nigeria than to ship to the UK. It's that expensive.
Michelle has been attending training sessions organized by the African Continental Free Trade Secretariat in the Ashanti region of Ghana. The AFCFTA is the world's largest free trade area, bringing together the 55 countries of the African Union and 8 regional economic communities. One of Michelle's banes to realizing her export dream is the cost of production.
How are we going to compete with the others if Ghana opens up and I have a contract that I have to supply? I'm producing at a higher rate because even access to my funding is beyond 30%.
As a requirement for trading under the AFCFTA, goods must be 60% Ghana-made. Fashion accessories company Gifted Hands sources its yarns and cords outside the country.
And that's the end of the Joy Business Report, brought to you by EcoBank, the Pan-African Bank. Please follow us on all our social media pages, including LinkedIn. The EcoBank salary account is a special account designed for workers of all income brackets desirous of receiving their salaries through EcoBank. With the EcoBank salary account, you're guaranteed all the benefits of a normal savings or current account, plus many more. EcoBank salary account gives workers free life insurance cover of up to 10,000 Ghana Cedi, 24/7 access to cash and e-banking services, internet and mobile banking services, high interest on savings, no minimum balance, and the ability to save through the EcoBank Save As You Spend, a unique feature that helps customers to save and invest. Remember, the insurance policy covers death, permanent or temporary disability, critical illness, hospitalization, retrenchment, and more. Savings or current account holders at EcoBank do not have to close their existing account to enjoy the numerous benefits of the EcoBank salary account. Just ask your branch to switch your existing account to the EcoBank salary account. Non-EcoBank account holders should approach any EcoBank branch and ask for the EcoBank salary account. Switch your salary account today and enjoy amazing benefits at EcoBank. Call EcoBank toll free on 0800 003 wherever for further details. EcoBank is the Pan-African Bank. My name is Beverly Broom. Thanks so much for your time. Game Plan is next. Do enjoy.